I moved down to Brisbane when I was 16 or 17. Moved away from my country in Western Queensland where it's all freshwater. But just the love of fishing and the love of water, I think most people like me, it doesn't take you long to source out the water, and it may be salt water, but we're all mad keen fishermen. I wouldn't, and I still don't like swimming in the salt water because it's a little bit foreign to me still, whereas in the bush we'll swim in flooded rivers and creeks amongst snakes, but there's no sharks. This trap is a little different to the other trap. This one's based on traditional fishing net that you often see in the museums, the long tapered ones that are blocked off on one end and a funnel on that end there. These traps here are all based on that concept of the funnels. I've been using these as a vehicle to highlight different environmental and political issues over the last couple of years. I think the first time I made this trap, I painted the flag on here. You might just see a little bit of that image. The American flag. And I had a little Johnny Howard fish, hence the glasses. That's made out of aluminium, but he was entrapped in there, and I was dealing with the fact that he signed the Anzac Treaty, which I thought we didn't need to align ourselves to America, involve ourselves in wars that had nothing much to do with us. Being an avid fisherman, I see this stuff floating in and out the river all the time. And it's become a real problem sometimes in some of the places out in the Pacific where there's hundreds of tons of plastics floating around and breaking down and forming a type of silt on the bottom, and it's killing a lot of wildlife, the plastics, dolphins and turtles. So there's a lot of this poisonous stuff that floats around and may look harmless, but when you get hundreds and hundreds of ton of it floating around in certain places, it does a lot of damage. Growing up in the bush and seeing lots of barbed wire, I always felt like it wasn't always there to keep cattle in. It was sometimes there to keep us blackfellas out of the fishing holes, and yeah, running the gauntlet of the farmers. I've got a few scars from diving through fences when you're being shot at, so I don't think they were ever going to shoot us, but when you're 600 metres away and you're firing a big .30 and they're not missing you by far, it's fairly horrific.